you still believe that drinking water first thing in the morning is the healthiest thing you can do? Well, what if I told you that very first glass of water might actually be doing more harm than good? It could be quietly straining your heart, throwing off your digestion, even leaving you feeling tired and drained for the rest of the morning. Would you believe that? Here's the truth. Water isn't the problem. It's still one of the most powerful natural medicines your body needs. But when you drink it, how you drink it, and what habits you pair it with, those are the real game changers. Because if you get any of those wrong, your body won't feel refreshed. It might feel overwhelmed instead. And especially after 60, when your body clock starts shifting, when your heartbeat is no longer as steady, and your stomach becomes more sensitive, even small mistakes can lead to big consequences. That's why what seems like a harmless morning habit could quietly turn into the very thing that throws your system off balance. Have you ever felt this? You drink your morning water and suddenly feel uneasy, maybe a little nauseous, your stomach feels off, your heart's racing, your palms get clammy, you might even feel a bit shaky, or maybe it's just this strange, hard-to-explain discomfort, like your body didn't welcome that water at all. Most people brush it off. Maybe my stomach's just off today. Maybe I drank it too fast. And then, they do it again, day after day, week after week. But what if I told you that was your body trying to speak up? A gentle warning that you just knocked on its door at the most sensitive moment of the day, without asking permission. Because right after waking up, your body isn't ready for any sudden invasion, even from something as simple as water. So today, we're going to break down what's really behind those strange reactions. We'll uncover the 5 most common mistakes that make morning hydration more harmful than helpful. And more importantly, you'll learn a few small, simple shifts that can turn your glass of water into a gentle act of love, instead of something your body secretly resents. Let's begin, because your body deserves to be cared for in the smartest and kindest way possible. Mistake 1. Drinking cold water right after you wake up. Sure, it sounds refreshing, cool, crisp, and energizing, like something out of a commercial. But your body doesn't feel awake at all. After a full night of sleep, your core temperature drops slightly. Your internal organs, especially your stomach and intestines, are still in deep rest mode. Then suddenly, you pour in a glass of cold water. It's like splashing ice water on a machine that's still sleeping. The first thing that happens? Tightening. Your stomach contracts. Blood vessels constrict. Your heart rate might skip or flutter a little. Circulation slows down. Your body doesn't feel refreshed, it feels startled. Not awakened, but shocked. Take Olivia, for example. She's 77. Living in a peaceful rural town in Arizona. For years, she had this morning routine, drinking ice-cold water the moment she got up. She thought it would snap her out of sleep. But strangely enough, the more she did it, the more she noticed her stomach felt tense. Her hands would shake a little, and she'd feel chilled after drinking. She thought, maybe it's just age catching up. But in truth, it wasn't her age. It was just her body reacting to something that seemed harmless. Until one day she switched. She started drinking warm water instead, just warm enough to soothe her stomach, without shocking her system. And guess what? Within days, the weird discomfort disappeared. She said, I never thought something as simple as the temperature of my water could make me feel this light and comfortable all morning. And that's the lesson. It's not that drinking water in the morning is bad. It's how you do it that matters. Because after 60, your body doesn't need to be jolted awake. It needs to be gently invited into the day. Mistake 2. Drinking too much water at once on an empty stomach. Sounds like a good idea, right? Flush the kidneys. Detox the body. Clean everything out fast. But here's the truth. More isn't always better, especially first thing in the morning. Your body in the morning is like a machine just starting back up after hours of sleep. Every system, your stomach, liver, kidneys, even your circulation, is moving slowly, warming up gradually. But a lot of people, either out of habit or thinking, the more I drink, the healthier I'll be. Chug down 500 milliliters, even a whole liter of water the moment they wake up. Now picture this. You've got an empty glass, and you suddenly pour a huge rush of water into it. What happens? It overflows, splashes, makes a mess. Same with your stomach. That sudden flood of water dilutes your stomach acid too much, throws off your digestive rhythm, and puts pressure on your kidneys to work harder than they're ready for. The result? You might feel lightheaded, your heart could race, or you get this dull, nagging stomach ache. Not because water is bad, but because your body just wasn't ready for that much all at once. Take James, for example. He's 69. He used to drink half a liter of water every morning, hoping to cleanse his liver and help digestion. But instead, he often felt bloated, ran to the bathroom nonstop, and felt oddly tired after. Until one day his doctor said, just sip 150 to 200 milliliters, small sips over the first 5 to 10 minutes of your day. He tried it, and within a week, all the discomfort, gone. But more than that, James said, I no longer felt like I was forcing my body to be healthy. I actually felt healthy, light, clear, and calm from the inside out, because your body doesn't need to be flooded to work better. It just needs to be nurtured, gently, patiently, and with real understanding. If you're still watching this video and finding these valuable insights, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Mistake 3. Drinking water before rinsing or cleaning your mouth. It sounds like a small thing, so small that most people skip it altogether. I just woke up. What's the harm in drinking water before brushing my teeth? But the truth is, this tiny habit might be affecting you more than you realize. When you sleep, your mouth, like a closed-off gate, stays shut for hours. During that time, millions of bacteria build up inside, on your tongue, your gums, your cheeks, even in your saliva. And a lot of those bacteria, they're harmful, produced from plaque, leftover food, and even acid that crept up from your stomach during the night. So when you grab that glass of water before rinsing your mouth, you're basically flushing all those bacteria straight down into your stomach, right along with the water you thought was helping to cleanse your system. But instead of detoxing, you're unknowingly adding toxins, making your liver and digestive system work harder than they should. Emma, 73, used to do this every morning. She said, I always thought drinking water first thing was healthy, but every time I did it, I felt bloated and uncomfortable afterward. It wasn't until her granddaughter, a med student, came home to visit and noticed something simple. Emma had never rinsed her mouth before drinking. Her granddaughter gently said, Grandma, it's not the water making you feel sick, it's the bacteria in your mouth going down with it. From that day on, Emma started a new habit. A gentle warm water rinse, a quick tongue scrape, then a few small sips of water. And something amazing happened. No more bloating, no more weird gut discomfort. She even said her mouth felt light, her stomach calm, like a gentle reset. Sometimes it's the tiniest shifts we overlook that end up holding the greatest power. Taking care of yourself isn't always about big moves. It's about those quiet, thoughtful gestures you make for your own well-being. Mistake 4. Drinking water while you're stressed, rushed, or jumping out of bed too quickly. For many people, mornings don't begin in peace. They start with an alarm blaring, a heartbeat still out of rhythm, feet hitting the floor before the mind has even caught up. And then, out of habit, they grab a glass of water and chug it down. To wake up, to feel strong. But the truth is, your body is still in limbo, caught somewhere between sleep and wakefulness. What most people don't realize is this. Right after you open your eyes, your blood pressure is shifting. Your heart rate isn't stable yet. Your whole system is still adjusting. So when you jump up too fast and drink water too quickly, especially while you're still groggy, that water can actually make things worse. Your heart might flutter. Your stomach could tense up. And instead of feeling energized, you suddenly feel weak, lightheaded, even exhausted. Take John, age 70. One morning he fainted right in his bathroom. Not because of any major illness, but because he got up too fast, didn't give his body a moment, and gulped down a full glass of water before he was fully awake. The result? A wave of dizziness, tunnel vision, rapid heartbeat, and he had to sit down for nearly 15 minutes before he could even move again. After that experience, John changed everything. Now each morning he takes it slow. He sits up gently, places both hands on his chest, takes a few deep breaths, and only then does he rise from bed. He sits in a chair, takes one small sip of warm water, closes his eyes, and simply feels his body wake up at its own pace. And he says, "I don't feel that morning fatigue anymore. It's like my body finally feels respected, and it responds with calm and stability." Because after 60, your body doesn't need to be pushed to feel awake. It needs to be welcomed gently, with patience, with deep breaths, and with one slow, loving sip of water. Mistake 5. Drinking water without listening to your body. Turning a natural act into a robotic routine. This might be the quietest mistake of all, but also the most common. So many people start their day with a glass of water. Not because they're thirsty, but because they heard it's what you're supposed to do. Because it's on their schedule. Because it's healthy, right? But here's the thing. When your body doesn't actually need it, when your mind isn't even fully present, even something as pure as water can feel forced. You drink while your mind is still foggy. You drink without feeling it. You drink like a machine running on autopilot, instead of a person gently caring for themselves. Sophia, age 68, used to drink water the moment her alarm went off, before her eyes were even fully open. But she started to notice something. The earlier she drank, the more uncomfortable she felt. It was like her body was being ordered to do something it wasn't ready for. Then one morning she tried something different. She sat still for 2 minutes, listened to her heartbeat, felt her throat, and then only when she truly wanted the water she drank. And everything felt different. The water didn't just soothe her throat, calmed her mind. It didn't just wake her up. It made her feel cared for, present, grounded. Because sometimes what your body needs isn't a full glass of water or a strict wellness routine. Sometimes all it really needs is a quiet moment to breathe, to check in, and to take a single sip with love and respect. You see, a simple glass of water in the morning, it seems so ordinary. But when you slow down, pay closer attention, and treat it with care, it becomes something much more. A quiet act of love. A meaningful morning ritual. Because growing older isn't a race anymore. It's not about rushing to do things the right way, at the right time, by someone else's standard. It's about coming home to your own body, moving slower, breathing deeper, and drinking water not just to survive, but to heal. A warm sip, taken in silence, can ease the tiredness you've been carrying, can calm the worries you haven't even named yet, and it can gently remind you, this body of yours is still here, still alive, still waiting to be heard. You don't need complicated wellness hacks. You don't need to force yourself into perfection. You just need to start with one mindful sip each morning, done with care, done with intention, because at that point, you're not just drinking water. You're asking yourself, am I loving myself gently enough today? And if you're still with us, still listening to this moment, that means you care, truly care about your health. You want each day to feel just a little better than the last. So here's your invitation. Leave a comment with a number from 1 to 5. Which mistake did you relate to most? Or share a small morning habit that helps you feel stronger. Because who knows? Your story might inspire someone else who really needs it today. We read every comment, because each one is more than just words. It's a piece of lived wisdom no book could ever teach. And if this video touched something in you, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support gives us the energy to keep creating healing, real, and uplifting content for this growing community of ours. We'll see you in the next video, where together we'll take another small step on this journey of self-love, healing, and deep understanding.